So, I realised, well, first of all, let's just say, welcome back, everybody. I have no fucking clue, but dumbass here forgot that, he didn't do anything towards, let's see, textures and how to apply them and whatnot in SFM. Now, depending on how quick I get through this, I might talk a little bit on how to make your own texture and how to apply your own texture. Now, just for the sake of this video, I will be using a texture that I already created. But anyway, so to change your texture, there's different ways of doing so. In SFM for the Inklings, of course, because that's what I use, even though sometimes people think, why am I this? Oh, shut up, god damn it, will you? You'll just ramble on about bullshit anyway, so don't worry about that. Anyway, these notepads here, as you can see, look, there are a lot, let's just say there are a lot of things, but if you look at them, they are basically all the eyes, as it says, custom eyes, and eyelids from a eye pack, an eyelids pack, I think, an eye and eyelids pack, I'm not too sure, unless they're two different packs, I can't remember, it's been fucking ages since I fucking downloaded it. Fuck's sake, moving on. Anyway, as you can see, I've written them all down for the sake of easy finding. Saves having to go into the files through this, as you do, fucking through all this, over and over and over and over and over, just to try and find the paths for these to work in SFM. Now, as you can see, for example, we'll do this dark orange. You see, it says crossy backslash eyelids backslash inkling backslash colors backslash solid, yada yada yada. You can see what I mean. I'm not stupid. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people that watch this that are not stupid and can read. If you can't read, I'm sorry. But I don't judge people for who they are in this channel. Well, community actually. It's more of a community than anything, so yeah. Anywho, the .vtf files are what you're going to need, as they are Valve texture files. Now, if you want to make yourself custom textures, you're going to need to download a VTF edit. Where did I put it? There. You're going to need to download VTF edit. Now, once you have this, I'll come into it later with the custom textures, where you can open textures to change them into images and basically make them custom and blah blah blah. Right, so enough rambling. I've probably been rambling. Yeah, I've been rambling for like 3 minutes, 2 minutes. I can't fucking see. I changed the resolution on my PC, so it's back to 1080p, and I can't see shit because some of the fucking apps do not zoom in. So yeah, so what you want to do for when you're doing a texture on a body or an eyelid, you got three types. You got when you're doing right, there's two types of texture mappings, but they work with this. You got one that does eyes. So let me just quickly set this inkling to skin 2, as that's the one we're going to be using. So here we have body 1. So what I'm going to do is go add attribute, is right click. See, you right click, brings you up to this. Add attribute, then you go to string. If you remember from my making characters to make the hair invisible, you would do right click, add attribute, float, and then add in the $ alpha. This one with the string is different. you're going to want to delete that, and then you want to put $ base texture, all one word. Remember that. Now as soon as I click OK, you'll see the body has completely gone into the missing textures thing. Now, what I'm going to do is type in well, that's just wonderful, isn't it? But here's another thing. This is what you'd have to do if you have to go and check out which one it is anyway. So you'd have to go program files. Yeah, so you go to like your local thing that all your programs are on. The program files, Steam apps, common, source filmmaker, game, and then if they're in workshop, you go to workshop, materials. Then it's normally under materials models. But I'm looking for my texture I made. It was called skin, not body. It's my fault. I'm clicking in the wrong place. So we'll change that body to skin. Then add the .vtf. And there you go. It places this texture on top of the model. Now, with the fact, now that's how you do it for, that's how you can do one for bodies. And as you can see, it is completely, it maps to basically what the skin texture that it says shown. Like I'll show you because it'll open it as VTF edit that I made was this. As you can see, it maps all this to the model like this. That's how you do bodies. I'll talk about custom textures, how I made this and everything, but that's bodies. For eyelids, it's the same thing, but you'd use an eyelid texture. So same thing, add attribute, get rid of it, add your $base texture. That'll give you the purple thing again. Then you would put in, let's use one of these I got, custom eyelids. Let's use this. Like, which one should we use? We'll go with sea blue. We'll go with sea blue eyelids. We'll copy. So we'll copy that. Obviously, if you're not, you would go into you go files, models. You go workshop materials models, and then because it says they're crossy, you would shit. Press the wrong thing. Fuck. Well, I'm not editing it out. Why should I fucking care about that? I don't know what I'm doing with this editing anyway. I'll probably just chuck it in Vegas and then go around with some text on the screen or whatever. Fuck knows. So then you do that, you click, you'd find something. If it's not, like, I can't seem to find the crossy one, but I don't know what they came under but it is, unless it's materials models. Nope. It is, there it is. Yeah, it's workshop materials, eyelids, inkling, colors, solid, and say for blue, and then you do that, you'd basically copy the file up to crossy. So what you do is you click on that, find up to crossy, just before that, copy that, copy the name of the type file, add .vtf, and it will give you, and then you paste it as obviously you put it in there, copy it and thing, and there you go. As you can see, we've got a coloured eyelid on the inkling. Now sometimes it might do a bit of a skin change. It depends on the base texture. I'm not too sure on that bullshit, but fucking brain don't work like that. Anyway, I need to stop saying shit like that and actually get my brain in gear. Right, so that's basically it. That's for bodies, that's for the body parts. The eyes are different. This is where these eye textures come in. So we'll just go with we'll go with blind milky, why not? Just so you can see the difference. So obviously you would do the same, you'd go back to materials. I think this one's, no it is here, it's press L, no, yeah, little blue, special inkling eyes, and then obviously if you want blind you do that, copy this, copy that, place it in there, add the .vtf, and sorted. But the way that you want to get this to work is different. So again, you still want to go right click, add attribute, string, but this time instead of putting base texture, you put $IRIS, basically $iris. Then that will make the eye look like have no texture. Then paste that in. So what the hell? Oh, fuck me, site. No way, shut fuck! I didn't copy. Always make sure that you copy. If you don't copy, it won't work. Make sure you place the right textures in, okay? Wait, I put the right bloody... Guess I got something to edit out then. Oh, never mind, I'm not going to edit it out. It was just because I missed out the L. See, even people like me, who try to help people, we all make mistakes. Let's just remember that. We all make mistakes. And there you go. That's how you change the textures of the eyes. Now you should already know how to change the friggin' colour of the underwear and shit. But it's simple as that. It's just, you should know how to do that. I've already covered that. But yeah, that's how you create... Actually, no, not create. Fuck, that's the next thing. That's how you sort textures to the areas that you want it to do. It's two different codes. For eyes, always use $IRIS. Basic. And for bodies, always use $base texture. One word. Remember, base texture is one word. Do not space it, otherwise it will not work. And always remember, when you're doing it, copy the entire file path and the name of it, and make sure you add the .vtf on the end. Sometimes if you click on these, like right click and then you click rename, sometimes they'll show the .vtf at the end of it. If not, then you just add in the .vtf. You just add the .vtf. It's simple as that. So that's how you put... Yeah, I've already said that. Fuck, I keep repeating myself. Now, how to create custom textures. Now, this is the Inkling body texture that I modified for this. Now, it's obviously I'm using it, it's for me to use if I do not want anyone else using it, simply because I 100% created it. I'm not going to give it out to anyone in any way. Only maybe those that I trust, but for now, I'm not giving this texture out to anybody, and please do not recreate it, as it is going to be, as I will see it as being stolen, and I will not take it lightly. So, yes. Anyway, once you have VTF edit, you can simply get any sort of texture, like for example these eyelids that I was using to make another custom texture. You'd right click, open with VTF edit. Once you've got it, it'll come up with these. Don't worry about it, I don't understand it quite either. So when you open it in VTF edit, it'll come up like this. But normally what you would do is, if you'd have it like this, see, like it'll come up as like that. That's just an example, but it will show as this. It'll show like this VTF edit icon with the VTF files, and you basically then just double click, you just open it, and it would bring you into VTF edit, showing you the picture. Now, if you want to modify it, you're going to want to go to Tools, Convert Folder, Convert to JPEG, under No Name, and click Convert. Now, I don't want this to, I'm deliberately crashing this now because I don't want it to actually convert things back onto my desktop, as it's already done. Fuck. But yeah, this can back off. Yeah, sorry if there was a little jump earlier. I did edit something out of like me just flicking onto Discord, and I didn't really want people seeing what was being shown on Discord, so unless I blur it out, I don't know. Probably, if not, I will so I will just delete these because I don't need them. I've already got them. They're literally as textures on my desktop, I believe. Yeah. So you would so that's how you would convert a VTF file into an image file, which then allows you to open in Photoshop or Paint, whatever you've got. Then you can color whatever, something similar to like what I did here with this one. I made it blue, and this one, how I made it like kind of pale. And then again, this is mine, I created this, please do not try to recreate. You would get an image, you would then export it from Photoshop. Then what you would do is you would get this, for example, you would then open it, you would open that image file, like I said, with VTF edit. Again, ignore that. It'll show you what it looks like. Then, to convert it into a VTF, because you convert it with this, I figured it out first wrongly, but what you want to do is click Save As, then it will prompt you to save it as a VTF file. So then you'd save it as whatever, just like, say if you're doing an eyelids texture, you call it something like eyelids or whatever. I just put a load of shit in there, because fuck it. But yeah, you do that, you click save, and then it will come onto your desktop as something as this, like so. It'll come onto your, it'll appear as a texture file. Then what you'd do is you'd go to the texture, you go workshop, you go to SFM's files. To get it to work, you would then go to SFM game workshop, as you do, go to the materials folder, and then simply place it in the materials folder. You don't need to create another folder, you just simply place it into this folder, and it will always work. SFM will read it, as you can see, because I've got mine, I've got the workshop materials, I've got my custom textures here, in this materials folder, and as you can see, it says there future jh skin.vtf. Doesn't need to have all those fancy folder name shits and all that. It's simply just like that. It is, to be honest, fairly simple if you understand it. If you don't understand it, I'm sorry that you don't, but I'm trying to make it so that you all understand. So there you go. That's the basics of how to change textures and small bits of how you create textures. But do remember, creating textures can take a lot of time, because there's a lot of debugging, because you've got to basically open the image. I'll tell you the process. When I was making one of them, you've got to open the image, move things to where you want it to move to, and hope it's in the right place. Export it, turn it to VTF, load it into SFM. But make sure you always either reload materials by going into console, or just simply reboot it. Like, just reboot SFM. It's better than nothing. But there you go. It's kind of simple if you understand it, but it can be complex if you don't quite understand it. So I would say, personally, practice. If you want to make custom textures, it's easy. Like, you can even, for some picture frames, as people have done, is you can then convert your images into texture files, which then can be placed in those image frames in source film, and there you have it. You've got yourself a good picture in SFM because of VTF Edit. It's a useful tool, I'll tell you that. It's a really useful tool if you want to modify texture files. But that's enough of me rambling. I've been going on for fucking 22 minutes. It probably might be shorter. Oh wait, it's just flicked over to 23. Poggers! Guess you've never heard me say that before. Anyway, Pog. Anyway, let's just say, I've been rambling for too long. It might be a bit shorter from little cutouts. I'm not too sure. But I'll figure it out how I'll I'm not, no. How I will edit. And I hope that you all understand this to an extent. If there isn't, and you know me on Discord, just always ask. I can always help slow bit by bit, be in more detail if you want. But just for the basics for everyone, this is how you would do it. Now I need to shut up before it gets to 20. Oh wait, it's gonna just get to 24 minutes anyway. Fuck. Well, better add a couple more swear words into it. No, then I might get my video taken down. But they can't stop me from swearing, that's the thing, so I think I've sworn a few times as it is. I don't fucking know, I forget sometimes. But anyway, I'm going to say this one thing. Please be safe with what's going on in the world right now. I understand it's different for everyone, and I'm trying to deal with it myself, with where I live, which I will never say. Only those who know me will say, and if you do know me and you want to, please do not in my comments say where I'm from. It's private, okay? It's because of simple reasons. I do not want to know I do not want people knowing where I live in the world. Yeah. So, I could give you a little hint on the country, but that's about it. But I'd rather not people know until eventually sometime when I feel I'm comfortable letting people know where I actually came from. So, Hulvauer. Was it? I can't remember. It's been a long time since I spoke my home language. Yeah, Hulvauer Paub, and I'll see you in my next video, whenever the fuck that is. Okay, it's 25 minutes, fuck, I better get it over, bye.